Your body isn't sick by coincidence. It's clogged. Clogged with mucus, the wrong foods, and oils that supposedly don't belong in the human design. The message is simple and emotionally powerful. Clean the internal terrain, and the body heals itself. According to this narrative, stubborn belly fat, low energy, and constant bloating aren't about calories or workouts. They're about years of internal buildup that needs to be flushed out. That framing comes from the philosophy of Dr. Sebi, born Alfredo Bowman, a Honduran herbalist who built a massive following around the idea that disease stems from mucus accumulation caused by an overly acidic body. His prescription was strict: a plant-based, alkaline-focused diet designed to cleanse the system and remove what he described as toxic waste. Now here's where reality steps in. The idea that all disease is caused by mucus and acidity isn't supported by established medical science. The human body regulates blood pH within a very narrow, life-sustaining range. If that balance shifts significantly, you don't get fatigue or bloating. You end up in a medical emergency. Your lungs and kidneys are constantly adjusting to keep that balance stable. Food does not override that system in the dramatic way alkaline theories suggest. That said, dismissing everything outright would miss the bigger picture. The plant-forward focus did push many people to rethink ultra-processed diets and increase whole foods. The part? Solid. The key is separating sweeping claims from measurable effects. The video shifts from ideology to practicality. It strips away the hype about melting fat overnight and flushing pounds of toxic sludge. Those phrases are marketing. There's no hidden swamp of waste sitting in your intestines waiting to be power washed away. Your digestive tract is not a neglected sewer pipe. It's a dynamic system that moves, absorbs, eliminates, and renews itself constantly. However, gut health absolutely affects how you feel. A sluggish digestive system, imbalanced gut bacteria, chronic low-grade inflammation, and irregular bowel movements can cause bloating, discomfort, and metabolic inefficiency. That's the real issue. Not mysterious sludge, but motility and microbial balance. Think of gut motility as a conveyor belt. If it slows down, things stagnate. If it's too fast, nutrients don't get absorbed. The goal isn't blasting the system, it's restoring rhythm. And fats, surprisingly, can play a role in that. Certain dietary fats are metabolized differently. Some are quickly burned for energy. Some influence hormones that control hunger and satiety. Others support the gut lining or reduce inflammation. So instead of looking for a miracle oil, the smarter approach is asking, what does each oil actually do according to evidence? The countdown in the video starts with grapeseed oil. It's praised for containing compounds in the vitamin E family, tocotrienols, that, in laboratory conditions, appear to reduce fat cell formation. But lab findings are not the same as human outcomes. Testing isolated cells in a controlled environment is not equal to testing metabolism in living bodies with hormones, stress, sleep cycles, and genetics involved. What grapeseed oil does have is anti-inflammatory potential. It contains polyphenols and antioxidants that may reduce oxidative stress. Some human studies show improvements in inflammatory markers compared to other vegetable oils. That matters because chronic inflammation is linked to metabolic dysfunction and digestive discomfort. But claiming it blocks fat creation in real life? That leap isn't supported. Next comes avocado oil. It's rich in oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat also found in olive oil. Marketing sometimes credits avocado oil with transforming gut bacteria, often referencing studies done on whole avocados. But whole avocados contain fiber, the primary fuel for beneficial gut bacteria. The oil alone contains no fiber. So attributing microbiome shifts to avocado oil alone is misleading. That doesn't make avocado oil useless. Oleic acid supports cardiovascular health and reduces inflammatory markers. And fat helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins. A, D, E, and K. Without dietary fat, your body struggles to absorb those nutrients effectively. So adding avocado oil to vegetables improves nutrient delivery. That's a legitimate benefit. Then hemp seed oil enters the conversation. It's highlighted for having a balanced omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. In modern diets, omega-6 fatty acids often dominate, potentially contributing to inflammatory processes. Increasing omega-3 intake helps rebalance that ratio. Hemp seed oil contains alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3. While it's not as potent as EPA and DHA from fish, it still contributes to anti-inflammatory pathways. Early research suggests potential benefits in conditions involving inflammation. However, claims that it suppresses appetite dramatically or lubricates the intestines are exaggerated. Its strength lies in inflammation modulation, not digestive lubrication magic. Now we move into more metabolically interesting territory: MCT oil. Medium-chain triglycerides are absorbed differently than long-chain fats. Instead of entering lymphatic circulation first, they go directly to the liver, where they're rapidly converted into energy. This can slightly increase thermogenesis, the calories your body burns processing food. Meta-analyses show modest weight loss benefits when MCTs replace other fats. Not dramatic, not overnight, but measurable. They may increase satiety hormones and help people feel full longer. However, taking large doses too quickly often leads to gastrointestinal distress. It's not flushing waste, it's your digestive system reacting to something it's not used to. Coconut oil, closely related, contains lauric acid, which the body converts to monolaurin. In lab studies, monolaurin shows antimicrobial activity against certain bacteria and yeast. That's where the Candida killer reputation comes from. But in vitro results don't automatically translate into systemic gut cleansing in humans. The digestive tract is complex, and wiping out microbes indiscriminately isn't the goal anyway. A healthy microbiome requires balance, not eradication. Coconut oil may support microbial balance in modest ways, but it's not a replacement for medical treatment of infections. Finally, the video crowns extra virgin olive oil as the champion. And this is where evidence becomes strongest. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in polyphenols and oleic acid. Research consistently links it to reduced inflammation, improved cardiovascular health, and beneficial effects on gut microbiota diversity. Polyphenols in olive oil act as prebiotic compounds. They support beneficial bacteria growth. Studies suggest olive oil consumption strengthens the intestinal barrier, reducing permeability, often called leaky gut in popular terms. It also stimulates bile production. Bile helps digest fats and supports regular bowel movements. That doesn't mean it flushes years of waste overnight, but it can promote smoother digestion over time. The Mediterranean diet, heavily reliant on extra virgin olive oil, is one of the most studied dietary patterns in the world. Its benefits extend beyond gut health to longevity and reduced chronic disease risk. The ritual proposed in the video is simple. Make extra virgin olive oil a daily foundation. Optionally add small amounts of MCT oil for metabolic support. Rotate hemp or coconut oil depending on goals. Use avocado oil for high-heat cooking. The real takeaway, stripped of drama, is consistency. No oil works in isolation. No tablespoon rewires metabolism instantly. But replacing refined industrial oils and processed fats with higher quality plant oils can reduce inflammation, improve nutrient absorption, and support gut balance over time. Hydration matters. Fiber intake matters more than oil. Movement matters. Sleep matters. Stress management matters. Oils are tools, not magic weapons. The seductive idea of flushing waste overnight taps into a desire for immediate transformation. But biology doesn't operate on cinematic timelines. Metabolism responds to patterns, not one-night rituals. If someone feels lighter after introducing olive oil in the morning, It's likely due to improved bile flow and smoother bowel movement, not toxins evacuating en masse. If someone loses modest weight after adding MCT oil, it's probably due to slight increases in satiety and thermogenesis, not metabolic supercharging. If inflammation markers decrease with hemp or grapeseed oil, it's because of fatty acid composition shifts, not mucus melting away. The bigger lesson here isn't about oils at all. It's about critical thinking. You can extract value from plant-based traditions without swallowing pseudoscience whole. You can appreciate ancestral food wisdom while respecting physiology. The body isn't clogged with mythical sludge. It's influenced by daily habits. Replace ultra-processed fats with high-quality oils. Eat whole plants rich in fiber. Move consistently. Stay hydrated. That's not flashy. It doesn't sell viral headlines, but it works. There is no overnight fat meltdown. There is no secret oil that forces detoxification. Your liver and kidneys already handle detoxification 24/7. Supporting them means nourishing them, not shocking them. In the end, what remains after peeling away exaggeration is a practical toolkit. Extra virgin olive oil stands out as the most evidence-backed choice. MCT oil offers modest metabolic support. Coconut oil has limited antimicrobial benefits. Hemp seed oil helps balance fatty acid ratios. Avocado oil is excellent for cooking and nutrient absorption. Grapeseed oil contributes antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds. None of them are miracles. All of them can be part of a balanced diet. So instead of chasing dramatic flushes and overnight transformations, think long game. Build habits that make your digestive system efficient and resilient. Use quality oils wisely. Keep expectations realistic. That's how you actually feel lighter, not just tomorrow morning, but months from now.